Today on our wedding day, I am most looking forward to seeing Kristen.
I really want to see what Kristen's dress looks like. She's been working on it for months. It was her mother's dress from 1970s.
Hey Kristen, love you very much, sweetheart. Hey, this is a special impromptu moment to tell you how special you are to me. I'm so proud of you, as you continue to grow in life, that you continue to follow your dreams and your pursuit of happiness. So on this special day, November 9th, 2018, congratulations on becoming Miss Kristen Beam.
What do I love most about Kristen? She's just a go-getter. She doesn't take no for an answer. If the bar's here, Kristen's bar is here. She makes me a better person.
I have a lot of qualities I like about Chris, but one of my favorites, my favorite physical quality is his eyes. He's got really beautiful eyes and long eyelashes. And I also like how he just doesn't take anything too seriously. He's always life of the party. He can cheer anyone up. Everyone loves Chris Beam, so I love that.
last father of the bride's speech. 3.5 years ago, they meet at CrossFit. I don't know if you guys know much about CrossFit. This is a place where you don't tend to look your best. You sweat all the time, you get very chalky, and somehow this was an attraction to these two individuals. Whatever floats your boat, right? Chris. I first found out about Chris while we were sitting in our favorite Mexican joint, Matador, down in Chesterfield Valley, that's no longer around. And as we're sitting down there, and I'm ribbing Kristen a little bit and asking her if she's dating anybody yet, she finally admits that she's met this guy. And her two sisters are with her, and they got all bent out of shape. You know, why are you getting bent out of shape? This is exciting that Kristen is dating somebody now. And they were irritated that Dad found out about it at the same time they did. So we had to get over that. But nonetheless, found out about Chris, and it was maybe 3 weeks later. We had a little birthday gathering for Courtney, and Kristen decided she wasn't going to just tip Chris's toes into the water lightly. She was going to introduce him to everybody in the family. So we've got like 10, 12, 14 people over there. She brings Chris over, and this guy did an amazing job of initial introductions. You could tell he was a little bit of a sales guy, and he did a phenomenal job. So the guy jumped in with both feet in 10 feet of water, and he swam just great. Since that time, I've learned a little bit about Chris. He's got a flair for these crazy Robert Graham shirts. I can't keep up with him. I've got so many Paisley shirts, and he still outdoes me time and time again. He wears these amazing hats. He's got these stance socks that almost light up if you look at them, they're so bright. Even last night at rehearsal dinner, he wore a velvet jacket, cigar jacket, to the rehearsal dinner. So, Chris is quite the dapper guy. You think he's a manly, man kind of guy, and then the next thing you know, his favorite artist is Taylor Swift. All right, so it's okay in my books if you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Nonetheless, Taylor Swift, good choice, my friend. Then we put him to the real test. We said, hey, let's take the family to Cancun. Cancun. Don Julio, tequila shots on the hour. Moving quite along. Asked Chris about this story at the end of the Cancun trip. He had a whale of a great time. Asked him about this little blue floating whale that he enjoyed swimming around with in the foam pool. So that's a great story to find out about. But all joking aside, Chris, very humorous individual, very outgoing, very passionate, very family-oriented, treats Kristen just with velvet gloves, and we love him so much in our family. So welcome to the family, Chris. KP, youngest of 3. That young lady would never have that whole concept of youngest of 3. I think she must have read the birth order book that said you tend to be a follower. There's nothing about follower about Kristen. She loves to lead. She loves to challenge people, but she is in no way, shape, or form a follower. It also says in the birth order book you're a rebel, so I'll give her that one. She is most certainly a rebel. At 3 years old, she was driving. Granted, it was a pink Barbie car, but she was driving. You heard Bobby mention earlier that she started a jewelry business. I can tell you for a fact. I had her at AT&T where I used to work. They had a little vendor get together. Vendors come in and sell stuff. She sold $1,400 of handmade jewelry in 3 hours at AT&T. So this little girl, 12-year-old, she was rocking out the entrepreneurial spirit. Right? Never accepts the status quo. Loves Al Green with me. Time and time again, I'll always remember this, Kristen. We love listening to Al Green in the car when she was younger. Sweetheart, you've got a heart of gold. You're beautiful inside and out. Could not be more proud of you as a person and a daughter. So thank you very much. And as I've said in the previous speeches, people ask me, is it hard to give your daughter's hand in marriage? And I can tell you unequivocally today that it is not hard when you're giving your daughter's hand in marriage to the fine, outstanding individuals that our daughters have selected. And Chris most certainly rounds out that trio, so congratulations. As we hold our glasses high and we share a moment, we celebrate your love as husband and wife. May you continue to live, love, laugh as you write the next chapters in life. Seize every moment Together you're an unstoppable team. We all knew you were meant to be.
So Court and I have been working on this speech for about 25 years now, and we are excited we finally get to tell our side of the story.
This is the last sister speech for us girls, and since we're both already married, we're just grateful that we get to have the last word.
Kristen, Courtney and I have been married a combined 8 years between the two of us, and so we feel like we can give you 8 pieces of marriage advice.
Number 1, think before you speak.
Number 2, freestyle daily.
Number 3, not everything has to be done for time. Across the table for that.
Number 4, kiss and make up.
Number 5, remember, you're on the same team. Hashtag Team Kristen.
Number 6, give 100% to each other.
Number 7, I think you should read this one.
You should.
Set goals and set PRs.
Another CrossFit reference. Number 8, always floss. Watching you two together, it's clear you're a perfect match for each other. You're both hardworking and career-driven, yet always down to party. You're always the first on the dance floor, the last to leave the dance floor. You're both elite CrossFitters, expert flossers, and the most loving diva dog parents we have ever met. So clearly you're meant to be.
My name is Matt McMahon, and I have the distinct honor and pleasure of being best man to this beautiful couple on their most special day. I've also had the honor of knowing Chris before Kristen and after Kristen. And I can tell you firsthand that he is a better man with Kristen than without, and I know some of you guys are sure give me a hand there. Kristen has a unique ability. She can inspire people. She can lead people. She has the ability to be relentless towards helping people realize what their true potential is. And when it comes to my best friend Chris, that's absolutely what she did. Chris wants to become a better person. Chris wants to become better at his job. He wants to become more motivated. He wants to become more fit. And he wants to do all that because he wants to try to keep up with his beautiful wife. And he wants to become better each and every day. For that, Kristen, I'm thankful. As best man, I can't just build Kristen up over here. I have to talk about my boy Chris. And what's Kristen do for Kristen? It's real simple. He makes her smile. So with that, I'd like to raise our glass. I'd like to toast to the many years ahead. Just like I was there for a lot of those events, I'm going to be here to watch you guys start a family and achieve all the things that you guys are going to achieve in life. And I'm so excited for you guys' future together. Salute.